Hi, my good people. How are you doing? Poleni sana kwa kuwaweka. Hi, Godfrey. How are you? Hi, Dennis. Hi, Shiro. Poleni sana. The other scheduled live was not working for me, so I had to start another one. Thank you so much for your patience. Hi, Osman. Hi, Benson. Good to see you. Where are you watching from, guys? I'm setting the other one. Okay. Mnanisikia? Please tell me kama mnanisikia. Hi Dennis. I'm praying for you guys. I'm really praying for everybody here. For God to see you through. You know, no need for tension. We just counting days for celebration, okay? But whatever happens, okay? Yeah, we will still continue working in this journey. Um, yeah. Let me know if you have any question, any comment. Please comment down below so we can let's chat, let's talk to each other so we can know each other. It's been a while since I had a live video and I thought why not? Wacha to catch up. Ama niaje watu wangu. Hi Steven, all the way from Ghana. Oh, Tekla, all the way from Saudi. How is Saudi? Oh, thank you so much. Is an affidavit of support needed during the interview? Yes, these days they are very serious with that. But for me, I did not have affidavit of support. But don't mistake that as a reason not to for it to be a must. Because for me, the person that was supposed to host me and give me those documents, they decided they didn't want to host me, and so I had to look for another host the last minute, but it was already too late for them to send it to me. So I went to the interview the way I am. So I was so scared they're gonna deny me, but they didn't ask me anything about that. So but these days, okay, so that year, that the one that we were doing the interview, there is someone who was put on administrative process so that they can go home and send them those documents. So everybody case is different. Some people are lucky. I can say God was on my side, you know, but I heard these days they are very strict. They looking for all the reason to deny people, so you have to be prepared and give them what they want. Hi Esther. Kaidre respond kwa IG. You sent me a message on Instagram. I usually respond the Instagrams, but I will check. I will check to see what you have there. Uh-huh. When you win with family, let's see. Let me see. When we win with family, then say you and supposed to then come later. Pick the list of before 6 months. Okay. Will the employer give you time off to do that? Yeah, they give you time to do that. Here we have they give us vacation time. and they give us PTO, like that is paid time off. Every company is different. Like for the case of Amazon is let's say you started at Amazon with your jobs. They give you, like, every paycheck they add you some hours for you to have the vacation and the paid time off. I think for 1 year you have 48 hours, but every company is different. Like for me, I have like 2 weeks vacation time and I have personal time off. Let's say if I get sick and I need to have some time off, I can have some time off for like up to 1 week. So yeah, every company is different, but they do give you time, and they can, if you're telling them you're traveling and it's a valid reason, how they will not deny you the permission. Let's say even if you have not gotten any hours for the vacation time or the paid time off. I hope I answered you correctly. um yeah, Godfrey, we don't have any relative in US. How do we find the hosts? I have a video coming up very soon. I'll be going to talk to someone who hosts people here in the US. The only difference is right now she's only hosting the singles. So if you have family, because it's hosting is not easy. And sometimes when you have when you have a family, let's say a wife and there's like 2 kids, they have the kids, so that's why most people find difficult to host. But for those people that are single, although she said that she will be considering those people that are married, but I'm planning on meeting her so that we can talk about that, and I will ask her all those questions. So if you have any question right now, please, concerning the host, please type it. I'm gonna ask her all those questions. Okay. Yes, that is it. Steven threads of and then I have some people from Ghana. I see you are from Ghana. I can talk to them and see if they can host you if you win. Okay. Please, I am a professional teacher and my highest qualification is degree, but how low grade in my result can that affect me during the interview? No, it will not affect you during the interview, because the minimum qualification for green card is D minus and above. So if you got D minus and above and you are able to do teaching, I'm very sure you can't do teaching with like lower than D minus, right? So you're good to go. That shouldn't worry you. So your high school certificate is good at that point, okay? Yeah, that is for sorry, I'm looking for this one. Please, let me see. Is it my host that should write for me affidavit of support, or you can look for another person? That is a good question. Yeah, so you can have you can have a sponsor that is different from the person that will host you. So if you have someone agree to give you affidavit of support, then because they have a question, is this someone who is gonna host you the same person who's gonna sponsor you? So you're just gonna be truthful when you go to the interview. Tell them, this person is gonna host me, but I have another affidavit of support, okay, from another person. So it can go either way. Yeah, but that shouldn't be an issue. And that question is from Kelvin. 1 minute cook 67. Is it worthy to quit my government job in Tanzania and move to USA with green card? Absolutely yes. The reason why, if the government position is not paying you well, I'm not so familiar with the Tanzanian currency to know. I mean, the economy, how you spend to buy things, but you find that those people that are in the government position, let's say in Kenya, I will give you example. I was in a government parastatal I was working as a civil engineer, but the pay was not good. You know, there was a job security, but the pay was not good. So for me, I felt like, this is the great chance to me, and I can tell you, even those people that are there already, that were left there, they can't make what I am making right now, even if they say the salary was raised for them. So it's worth it. Starting like over is it can be tough. It's not gonna be easy. But in the end, after some few months, you're gonna see that it was all worth it. Okay? It was all worth it. And yeah. Mm-hmm. And then yeah, Benson is Shiko Hope TV. I'm gonna be bringing her soon. Please, you didn't have enough time, evidence of your marriage, and you decided to apply as single, and when you file for your sponsor. Hey, why did you do single? Because one thing I kept on telling people is that you don't have to have a marriage certificate when you're applying for the green card. They know as Africans, we have various types of marriages. We have traditional marriages that does not require us to have a marriage certificate. And after winning the green card, you can go ahead and do a marriage, a wedding. It does not even have to be a wedding. You can go to AG. Every country is different. You go and tell them you want a marriage certificate with your partner. Now, this where comes the issue. Let's say you said you are not married, and then you want to file them later for them later to say that you have married. Especially don't include them when you filling your DS260, because so DS260 is the form that you will fill after winning the green card. So if you happen to fill that document, please do not say you are married, or because they will ask you why did you leave this vital information, and it could lead you to visa denial. But filing later, you can file for them later, say that you're getting married at that time, and after you land to the USA. But the journey can be tough. You will spend a lot of money, and the fiance visa is not guaranteed. It takes years of filing them. They go to the interview and they fail the interview because it's not guaranteed visa. Like I know one couple that they waited for 10 years to be reunited with the family. So that is why I kept on telling people, you have to include them from the beginning, and look for marriage certificate later when the results come out. Okay, I hope I answered your question. Let me know. mm, yes, Kelvin, that is Shiko Hope. Yeah, driving license yako ilitoka after how long, and driving alone in the car? Oh, Benson, my driving license, after doing the, what do you call it? After passing the test, it took only 1 week for my driver license to arrive at my apartment. But it took me time to drive because I was fearful, okay? Niligongeshanga gari, but it was my car, so I didn't care. I said, okay, whatever happened, happened. Nikagonga gate. Well, it was not funny. So I became so fearful. I had the car, but I was leaving it at the parking lot. And I would take Uber, or my friends could drop me. So in Maryland, I didn't have a car because I first came to Maryland, and I didn't bother to know anything about driving. I stayed there for like 3 months, and then I moved to Texas. So Maryland, I couldn't drive on a snow because that time it was snowing. Second, I was not interested because I knew I'm gonna move to Texas. But now Texas, oh, nikagongesha geti ya watu. Yeah. Okay, so let's see. Please, concerning the DS260, we need a lot of sample information from you when filling out. Yes, definitely. It's coming soon. Maybe probably I will be doing that video over the weekend. And I will post the video so we can we can watch that video, and if you still have any more questions for me, then we can tackle those questions before the result comes out. I see we are 20 people. Can you please give this video a like? Give it a like. What about CDL? How long does it take to get it? CDL license. I'm gonna ask my friend. I have never bothered to check on it because I was not interested in CDL. But it shouldn't take a lot of time, because I saw my friend came and he was able to become a CDL driver within a short period of time. But I will for sure ask the person, and I'm gonna get back to you. So DM me on Instagram at Terry Elisefan. Okay. The CDL class. Okay. Hey, if someone is hosting you, how much are you supposed to pay? Paying it? Is it weekly or? So guys, here is the thing. Hosting, it can be different, you know. There are some people that will host you and they will not ask you for any money. They just doing the work of the work of God, you know. Most people are hosted by their friends, by their relatives. Also, there is another portion of people that are hosting because that is purely business. Okay, so for that one, it depends, you know. Some people may charge you $500, and that is monthly basis. Others will charge you like let's say between 600 and 700, including all utility bills, you know. Yeah, so it depends with the person that is hosting you and the type of agreement that you two will have. Okay, yeah, but let me guy tell you, for me, like I don't host, but the person that I hosted, I didn't ask them, you know. For me, it's just like trying for them to settle, and then after they settle, then they can now be paying something, you know, like, because life in the USA is not easy. But you need to give them time for them to settle, to get a good job, so that they can be prepared mentally. Okay, I hope I answered your question. CDL na kuna ya non CDL 20 track, hupe tuko pamoja. Yeah. By the way, truck driver, they get paid so well, and you can end up owning your own truck, and you will be getting a lot of money, more than some people in higher position in your government. Okay. Yeah. Terry, what is the common or staple food in the US? How we have githeri and ugali? Yes, we have those kind of foods here. We have African store, like near me we have a Kenyan store, where you can buy all those things, mahindi, maize flour, all those kind of things, but they kind of expensive a little bit, because you know they are exporting those, they are importing those items all the way from Africa. So, and you know, when you importing things from outside to the USA, they pay the clearance money, so it tends to be expensive, but it's worth it because you're gonna eat your own food. Okay. What is the challenges you faced in Texas as immigrant? Oh, in Texas, actually, did I face things in Texas? Texas, it was just getting to transition from Maryland to Texas, and the struggle was driving, because Texas roads are crazy. One, it was driving, so it took me a long time for me to start driving. What else? Because I had already saved some money before moving to Texas, so that was not an issue for me. What else? What else did I face? I was having homesick. I don't know if that is a challenge, but I was having homesick a lot, you know. But Texas was good. Maryland was tough for me because first I was getting sick, because I was not used to that cold, and trying to get like apartment, a place to stay, and you are a newcomer, you don't have the credit card for you to show that your credit score is looking good. Guys, here you will need credit cards for your score so that they can give you apartment, they can give you account loan, those kind of things. Yeah, so yeah. Please tell us how you are feeling when the result of your year was about to be released. Guys, I don't know if you know my story, but but for me, I had tried 3 times and I failed. I tried green card 3 times and I was not selected. I was selected the fourth month. I mean the fourth year. So during the application, I had made some mistake on the place of birth, so that was worrying me because somebody else had like no somebody else was supposed to apply for me, but they didn't apply for me, and then they were calling me the last minute, like 2 hours to deadline, that I need to apply the green card for myself because they haven't applied for me. So I did everything in a rush, and I made a mistake on the place of birth. So I was so worried about that. Instead of writing, let's say Kigumo, I wrote like Maragua, you know. So Moranga, like I think it was like that, the place of birth, because they want you to in. I was not expecting anything, you know. I was calm. I didn't even, it never bothered me. I didn't even think I'm gonna win. But then when I checked the result, I was like, wow, okay. And then, but then I was worried. I'm like, they're gonna deny me the visa because I made a mistake with the place of birth. But you know, they give you the chance for you to correct your mistake on the DS260. So that was good for me. Okay. Mm. Yeah, pieces. I should have one for this country. How do I get it? I'm not sure how people get the PCC on Saudi Arabia, but I want to ask people that came from Saudi Arabia before I give that information, because I hear you have to get, if you have stayed in a country for more than 6 months, I think. Yeah, 6 months, you will need it. But I will ask someone who did interview on Qatar, from Qatar. um, where Texas are you? I'm in Dallas, Texas. And Zozo. I hope I'm saying it well. Hello. What is the difference between a host and a sponsor? They kind of much. They pretty much the same thing. You can say the host is the sponsor, but their terms are different. Let's say a sponsor is someone who gonna sponsor you, like kama like venye Wakenya wanasema wako na sponsor. They will sponsor you, like paying for the things for you. It's the same thing that the host can do, but you can have a host, but and also have a sponsor. Like somebody is hosting you, but they are not in, they taking care of you in terms of the money, buying things for you, but you have a host who can provide you, like give you some money, give you the document for you to present at the interview. Yeah, I hope I answered your question well. For single people in the US, how is dating considering that everyone is busy? Whew. It's not even the busy part that really worries me. It's the social life. You know, I have been in this apartment for like 2 years plus, and I don't even know a single name of my neighbor. I don't even see them. I see them maybe once in a month. So social life can be tough unless you want to go out and join a Kenyan community, or whichever country you are from. So you just, if there is a group where they usually have the functions, you can decide to join that so that you can mingle and interact with people. But kama wewe ni mtu wa kukaa kwa nyumba kama mimi, oh my god, unaweza shtukia umefika 50 na hujawahi date. Mm. Yeah, but your sponsor can also be your host. Your sponsor Godfrey can also be your host. So, and your host can also give you those information the same way that the sponsor is giving you. Can you host and sponsor in different countries? Yes, of course. You can be hosted, you can be sponsored in someone who is from different state and get a host in another state. So yeah, as long as you're good to go there and you will not become a public charge. A public charge is what US government calls someone who need help, like financial help from the government. They don't like that. That's why you have to have someone who can hold your hands until you are stable enough to start staying by yourself. I did not put my wife during. Shall I do to go with all my family? Like, how is that even possible? Like, why do you include your kids and leave the mother? You know? Because let me ask you, if you go to the interview, they will ask you the details about their mother. And sometimes they interview the children different, like they call the children first. I mean, they can call you first and then they tell you to excuse the children so they can be interviewed. And you know, children, they talk the what you gonna tell them? Hey, this is serious, guys. Please, if you decide to in like add the person, maybe. And one thing is that if you have, like, if you say that you have been separated, they will ask you for the proof of separation, you know, because they will consider, they want a legal separation. So you can't go and tell them we separated. Maybe what you can tell them is they have been your girlfriend, but you are not legally, you've been staying like apart, like hamjakuwa pamoja. So that way maybe you can add them, but you have to give proof that you have been staying away from each other, and you can decide to get married. So this is a 50-50 situation. You need to have confidence when you're facing them. You need to be honest. And yeah, and guys, like I said, even I insisted so much that people should say, if you're married, you're married. They understand. In Africa, we have traditional marriage, and you don't have to have a marriage certificate. You can get a marriage certificate after winning the green card. Okay? Yeah. I wish you the best. I hope they will go with what you're telling them, because that is a very vital information that is serious. Okay, but I am not here to worry you. Terry, I am a upcoming data analyst. I DM you on IG. Oh, that's good. IT is good. It's a good career. We have good careers here you can do in the USA, and what do you say, and Excel, like nursing, IT, tracking, all those things, they are very nice. You can drive your car alone immediately you receive the driving license in Texas. Just make a video after your research on it. So yeah, as long as, one thing is, you will do the test with the police officer for your driving test. You know, you will drive with them around, like they have like different signs, road sign, like let's say like 1 mile, and they will be observing you. Like the first thing you enter the car, are you putting your belt, how you turning the car on, how you're observing the road signs. So if this one is good and you pass that, then you can drive by yourself as long as you have a driver's license. So when you land here, they first give you a permit for you to practice driving. So the permit, you will have to have someone who is older, like I think 21 and above. Like you can't drive alone. So the permit, you can't drive alone. But if you have you pass the interview after you book the test for driving, and now you graduate from permit to driving, you can drive by yourself as long as you have driver's license and you passed your test. Okay. Yes. How long can someone need to be in the US for them to host? As long as they're stable and they have what do we call? They can give you affidavit of support, and they can have they have like a tax document. Then they can host you. Yeah, it does not matter. You can, let's say somebody can maybe I mean, let's say as long as you can provide those information, you're good to go. How is Texas compared to Maryland? Ever wanted to go back? No. I love Texas. Maryland was too cold for me. Hey, I couldn't deal with too much snow. It was too cold. I think it was too cold for me because one, I didn't have a car, so I was using the bus to go to work, and I was walking like 15 minutes to the bus station. So you can see like walking in the snow. So I think that's why I didn't like it, and I found it too congested. I don't know. I found it too congested. I don't know why. So I don't miss Maryland, but it's some place like I would want to visit, but not to stay. Okay. I like Texas. Any more question, guys? Um, I hope I answered. I didn't skip anyone's question. Let me know if I skipped your question. Guys, ask any question. Any question, guys? I wish you the best, guys. I just want people to succeed in can you change a host on an interview day? You can change the host on the interview day, but you don't want to put yourself in situation where you getting so many questions and then you end up confusing yourself, because I have seen people change on the interview day and they pass the interview. I have seen someone else who confused themselves on the hosting part when they changing, and you end up raising a lot of questions. What I did is I didn't change mine on the interview. I changed at the port of entry. That is the airport I landed. So when I was handing over the sealed document that they give, yani hiyo bahasha yenye wanapeananga, so that's when I told the person, the custom border guy, that I want to change the address, and he asked, what is the relationship with the other person that is gonna host you? And we were laughing about it. You know, they are friendly, they understand things happen. So yeah, no need to worry. What was your struggle at the embassy at the day of your interview in your home country? Where? Hey, guys, it's not even the embassy, it's the event that was turning there that time, like previous night, like that night before the interview. you have to be strategic with your plan, so that you can access the embassy at a good time, because they give you time, like you have to be there at 7 a.m. So I think every case is different, but for me, my interview was supposed to be 7 a.m. 7 a.m. And the person who was gonna take me there, the one who was gonna take me there, like they calling me at 9 p.m. and they starting to blackmail me that one, that they can't come from for me all the way. I used to stay in Kasalani, a place called Majimazuri, and they were saying we can't go to Majimazuri all the way down there, you will have to pay us more, else you will need to come to stage. Now you can imagine you carrying some money in the morning, and Kasalani sometimes we can have thieves, yes, that's a known fact. Like those watu wangeta. And you walking at 4 a.m., 5 a.m. by yourself in the morning, and now they blackmailing me. So what I did, I didn't argue with them. I just told them okay, and I hung up the phone. I didn't say anything. So I just showered, entered the stage. That was 9 p.m. and I went to Nairobi, and took a hotel room. That way it was easy for me. From Nairobi you can call Uber, and it's gonna be actually cheaper than what the other guy was charging you. The only thing is I paid for 1,000, I think 1,000 for the hotel, and I talked with those people in the hotel. They said, oh, we know someone who can pick you up, so it was even easy for me. So when this guy was calling me in the morning to ask me, so did you decide if you're gonna come to exchange? I just hung up and told them, you know what, I decided to do my way. So things happen, guys. You have to prepare. So that was the difficult moment. I had to travel at night near the town for me to have peace of mind. So at the embassy they don't give you a lot of problems. The security guys are very straightforward. They will show you the way, and when you go to the way, you will take some number that they used to call on the order the people that are going to be interviewed, by separating those people that are doing fiance visa, those people that are doing green card, and those people that are doing visit and student visa. Okay, they separate people like that. Yeah, so guys, watu ni wabaya huku nje, they blackmail you. So please be prepared, have someone you trust. If it's possible, enda ukomboe hotel near the embassy. Usipigwe character development kama mimi. Let me see. Is there any remote job if I stay here in Uganda? Yes, there is remote job, especially for the IT. I see people, Indians. I work with Indians who are all the way from India. They work for companies in the USA and the Canada. Like for my company, we have a lot of Indians. So if your career is IT, you can try looking for the job from on LinkedIn and see if they can take you. Okay? Yeah. Next session. Hi, Onesimus. Thank you for joining. Can you host a single guy? That is Kelvin. Kelvin, right now I'm hosting someone else. There is a video I posted, me picking up the guest, and then after the green card result comes, I have my relatives applying and my friends. So if they win, it's gonna be difficult for me to host people, because they will ask you for the financial like the affidavit of support, to show that you can be able to take care of them. And when you have different people, they will think you will not be able to take care of them. So yeah, it can be difficult, but for single, wait for the video. I will be doing a video with Shiko Hope soon, and we're gonna talk about hosting for single people. She hosts the single people, so wait for that video. And guys, we are 30 people. Please smash that like button, guys. um how much is the total for the whole process until you find yourself in the USA? For the Kenya shillings, I used a lot around 166,000 Kenya shillings. So right now it can go all the way up to maybe 1.8 because the dollar is too high. But you can like the interview is $330. The medical it's ranges from 280 to $300. Then this is per person. So if you're a family of four, you times four, and you're gonna pay for the air ticket, and it ranges from different prices depending on the season that you are traveling. For me, I paid around 72,000 Kenya shillings for the ticket, So every season is different. So yeah. When you change your destination at the port of entry, did you pay more for the air ticket? No, you don't pay more, because when I scheduled the ticket, I scheduled for Maryland. My initial host was supposed to be in Texas, but before going for the interview, I had already knew that the person was not gonna host you. So when I was booking for my ticket, I booked for my ticket in Washington Dulles. That is the airport for Baltimore, Maryland. Okay, so I didn't have to incur different charges. But if you have already scheduled for, paid for the ticket, you can call them to change it the airport for you. Sometimes they can charge you, sometimes they can't charge you. Okay, it depends with the airline that you're using. Yeah, and the terms if you had paid the insurance money on top of your ticket. Aki, there is my question you are skipping. Which question? Let me see. Hi, about vaccine during medical. Are they paid for differently or medical money cover them? You pay for them because medical, the hospital is not a Kenyan hospital, it's more of an international hospital that is not owned by the Kenyan government, so they have no control of that using the medical cover. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but you pay out of the pocket. Yeah, you pay out of pocket. Yeah. Process for buying your first car, please, and how much was it? Mine was not difficult to buy the car. It was very easy for me. I just needed to save money because like you can get a new car here. That is the thing about US. If you see someone driving a new car, it shouldn't even worry you how they're doing it, because you have a chance of taking it on loan and you're gonna pay like, if like let's say 500 every month. But I didn't want that, so for me I went for a second hand car, and it was around $3,000, and I paid cash. So I didn't want to have any debt at the year one of my stay in the US, because it can be tough when you start having the debt. So it's good to buy good quality car. My car is good. I've been with it for over 3 years, actually over 4 years, and it's still good. It hasn't given me problems. So you don't have to buy a new car. Go buy second hand car. What I can say is that I had someone who has the knowledge of mechanics, so they were able to inspect my car with them. He was my friend, so he didn't charge me, but you can pay for a mechanic. They usually charge for $100 for them to inspect the car, so that you don't buy a car that has thought in it. So what I can say is that go with someone. If it's paying them, it's your investment. This is something you're gonna be driving for many years, so why not invest? But right now the cars are going high because of inflation, so the car, maybe the good car, maybe from 5,000 and above, $5,000 and above. Okay, yeah. Talk. Okay. Okay, I bought a Honda Civic. Yeah, I bought a Honda Civic. Process is not difficult. You just go to, they have those yards for the car that are used. So you just go and choose. If you choose and you get the one that you like, they just apply depending on where you buying. So for me, they did everything for me, like transferring the title from their company to my name. And after, was it 2 months? I think it was 2 months. After, no, it was 1 month. After 1 month, I got a title for my car, that to indicate that I am owning the car now. So for those people that are buying from someone, you have to go to the motor office for you to change the title. So if that car was in someone's name, so you got there, it's a process that takes you only a few minutes. You just go there, and say you want to apply to change the title from the owner to you. And once you do that, you're good to go. But if you buy on the ad, some yard, they will do everything for you. So you're just gonna receive the mail in your apartment, you know. At least paid job and how much per hour? The least paid job, let's say the warehouse job, it's like all other jobs, let's say Chick-fil-A, McDonald's, those kind of jobs, let's say from between, right now as economy is going, they paying from between $12 and above, between that. Yeah. So, Godfrey, every job is different and every company is different. So, it depends with the type of job that you're looking for. If you have your degree, let's say a mechanical engineer or something, so every company will pay you different. If it's about the warehouse job or those jobs to start you over, let's say it can range between $10 to around $19 around there. Yeah, depending. Some will pay a little more, some will pay a little less. Okay. Is it worth to invest in IT? Definitely, it is worth it. IT is good. I give a check because I am in that field and I know that. People say raising children is not easy. Children can get spoiled. What is your take on this? Is there churches? Is it easy to get time for church? I'm a Seventh Day. Oh, Seventh Day. We have Kisii here. A lot of Kisii go to Seventh Day. And yes, it's very easy to go to church. It depends. The thing with the US is that you choose your own schedule for the jobs. Sometimes they have a lot of schedule, and you choose the one that you tell them what you prefer. Let's say if it's a nighttime job, so you will have time for the church, to go to the church. And now let's go to raising kids. I don't have kids, but I have seen my friends raising kids. It can be expensive, one, because you can't leave your kids and above, like to supervise them. So you end up using the daycare, or let's say if there is you make friends with your neighbors and maybe you can be helping each other, and also employing a nanny here, or a stay at a living nanny. It can be expensive. The least they ask right now is about $2,000 and above every month. So, but if you have family, what married couple do, they alternate the shift. So if the wife is taking the day shift, the husband is taking the night shift, and then you can have like a common day off that you two can have. Yeah, so yeah, that is one thing I can advise you, yeah, to help with your partner. Because the thing with us Africans, like, we might find it difficult to help, let's say, especially with the kids, but transitioning for the men to transition now to be taking care of the kids so that you can help each other with your partner, it does not it's not always easy for men, but it can help you to save money for the daycare, and also for the nanny or something like that. So you help each other, you work as a team. Yeah, that's how I can advise. Terry, can you host twice? Yes, you can host twice if you have if you if your pay is good, to show that you can take care of two people or two. Yeah. I have opportunity for NHS high school, but 25 years of hotel. 50 years, yeah, you can make it here no matter the age that you are. You can make it, like, when I was doing my school, for the IT, I was studying with someone who was 55 years, and they completed the IT and they got the job. And also there was a man who was 60 years, and he completed the IT school and got a job. So it's all about perspective, having a positive mind, and how you look at life. Yeah, you can succeed here. US give you a chance to explore things and to succeed. Okay. Yeah. Eunice, you said I Godfrey is about my name. Different. Oh, okay. It's about the name different kwa birth certificate na my KCSE certificate. So, what did you write during the application for your green card? Which name did you use for me to be able to advise you well what to do? Please reply Tekra so I can answer you that. How long does it take to study plumbing for beginner? Plumbing, some company can even train you themselves as you work. So, but I'm not sure how long it takes for a plumber, because I haven't really checked on that. Tell us about dating. I heard there is no time to interact with other representing those who are single. Yeah, it's difficult to date. Most people are doing dating sites, but if you are coward like me, you're getting scared. You're not gonna get killed. You can try dating sites and join the community, your Kenyan community, whereby you can meet people and mingle. Okay, but it's not easy. Here you have to book appointment to go see someone, because you may end up surprising yourself. Yeah. Yeah, how long does it take? Okay. Yani nauliza last year uli host, can you host again? I'm not sure what you mean, but if you're asking me if I can host after the green card result, I have relatives who applied for the green card, and if they win, they will be my first priority. Because for me, I don't have like a house or something like to host more people. I just have an apartment. Yeah. Mbona watu wanaogopanga cause paper ama my host ako Dallas, Texas. We Unajua watu wanauawa, wengine they are serial criminals, and to be afraid or kukaa in fear or something like that. Yeah, you just gotta trust the process. During application I used Wambura, but my KCSE certificate ni Nyambura. Wow. You should have used Nyambura, and you could have changed your birth certificate to Nyambura, because it's easy to change the birth certificate than to change the KCSE certificate. I don't even think they change it. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna go to a lawyer's office and you're gonna pay for affidavit, and this affidavit will indicate that this person is the same as this one. It's just that the naming convention that occurred, okay? So, and they normally charges, the last time they were charging me 3,000, that's about $30. I'm not sure how much they're charging right now. So yeah, find a lawyer and pay to show to for you to have a affidavit. So even when you're going anywhere, you can show those paper and say that this is the same person. But if you had asked me earlier, I would have told you to use Nyambura, because it's easy to change a birth certificate than changing your certificate, that is KCSE certificate. Okay, I hope I answered you well. Let me know. Yes, I'll be doing this every Saturday, so yeah, let's do it. Live session every Saturday. Make sure that you be bringing your friends so we can make it lively as we get to know each other. As a single mom of one, how can I juggle between working and taking care of my son who is 5 years and in school? Like, I have to pick him from school and at the same time I want to work. That's a good question. I have a friend. She's a single mom. She's not a single mom, but the husband is in Africa. So she takes care of the baby alone. And what she does is, in the days that she's working, she takes them to daycare. But for yours is 5 years, so you can take to school. You know, you can decide to take to school and take a night job. But now the thing is, you can't leave your kids sleeping alone. So that's the thing. So the thing is taking, there is some, I don't remember the name, whereby those people, they pick the kids and they stay with them from school. I don't remember. I will check on that. I don't remember the exact name. So they can pick it's like a company where they pick the kids from school and then they can drop them to the house. So you can choose to work on the hours that the son is going to school. Check the schedule. The thing with the USA, they give you what do you call it, they give you the choice to choose the schedule for yourself. If you don't agree with them, you can always look for another job. That's the beauty of here. You can, if things are not going your way, you can tell them, I'm gonna look for another company that is respecting the schedule that I want, and you will get it. So for me, I can advise you is, let's say if your son is going to school from 8 to around 3, make sure that you take in the job for that time, you know, and then you can pick up the child and come home with them, and you spend the rest of the time with them. So yeah, I hope that is answering you well. Or you can decide to have a nanny with you, but be sure they are expensive. The lowest you can get, maybe you employ a glamour who these days they charging, the lowest I think I have seen is $1,500, but these days they charging $2,000 and above per month. Okay, yeah. I don't remember what well. Mulay Dunda Jafed. Oh, that's good. Maji mazuri. Oh, Jilani, maybe we were going to the same church. Big up Deliverance Church, Kasalani Mweki. Guys, do you have any more questions? Let me know. Tupatane hapa on Saturday. Zimbabwe, know your state. Solomon says, my friend submitted lottery at 50 years with his 3-year daughter. Do you think they have a chance? Yes, they have a chance for the green card. Yes, they have. Hi Terry, I have become your follower of late. Within 1 month from the time I discovered, I have watched all your video. God bless you too, Lucy, and thank you so much for the support. Hi Terry, is it practical if I get, let me see, is it practical if I get my boyfriend and a daughter, then I travel alone? Once lad here can be able to get a job and buy them ticket by the, yeah. So what you can do, you can, after getting the visa, make sure that you go to the interview, all of you, you know. Once you go to the interview, all of you, you leave the wife home with the kids, but you have to understand their visa not to expire, you know, because if you stay for more than 6 months, you know, from the date that you do the medical to the date, like you will start counting 6 months from that time, you know. So if the 6 months end up and they're still in the country, if they haven't come to the USA, they will not be able to enter the USA because they will not be allowed. So as long as you come here, you settle quick, before the visa expires, you send them the ticket and then they come, you good to go, my brother. I'm waiting for, hi David, you are so special and thank you for information on your platform. Thank you. Video I like 32. Let's get it to 30 like. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, forward my videos or my channel to your friends, and let's get to 10,000 subscribers as we work in this green card journey. And even after landing to the USA, I will still work with you guys so that you can succeed all. Okay, are you from Tennessee? Because I only see no, I am not from Tennessee. I am from Dallas, Texas. Dallas, Texas, baby. Hey Terry. Hey Ben. I hope I have answered all the questions. Let me know if I haven't answered your question. I think I see 2 working jobs. They say without working 2 to 3 jobs, you can't save anything because of too many bills. How do you do it? If you have a career, let me guys advise you. When you come here, don't waste time. Join the school. Okay? Join school and go to college. Get, if you wanna start like let me say, they appreciate the skills. And I'm gonna be bringing also the guy that I'm hosting so that he can talk to you guys. He was doing like painting job and he got it here. And you see guys, they appreciate the skills. So if you have any skills, they appreciate that and they pay well, you know. So if you go to school, you finish the school, it can be hassle, but it's all about sacrifice, and then you start getting paid well. You will not need to have 2 jobs unless you want to do something and you don't want to touch your saving at that time. For me, I didn't do 2 jobs. I did one time when I moved to Texas, but that job I didn't even work for it more than 2 weeks because it was already hectic for me. The reason being is I was not into nursing, so it was a CNA job, and I felt that that is not what I needed. So I decided to continue with the warehouse job, and I'm not ashamed to say that, at Amazon until I graduated and until I got a job. an IT job. So from that time, I have not gotten two jobs because it's whatever I have, it's enough for me. But I could do two jobs, but I don't want to stress myself. I still want to enjoy life. It's not about sometimes paying the bills. You gotta enjoy life. Let me see. What happens after marrying, after green card, then nipate, and I said I was single. So if you two guys were dating and you are single, there is no problem. The thing is, you have to prove yourself that you've been with this person ever since, and they will ask you for the evidence. So sometimes you will need to print the messages from your phone to show that this is person that I have been with a relationship with, and not like I'm not marrying them for the sake of them getting the green card. For the case that people have been married and they did not indicate they married, they indicated single, that is the complicated thing now, because you can't be married to someone and then you come in to say, oh, okay, I've been married but I didn't add them. No, they're gonna deny your visa. It's kind of difficult situation. But for single people, you can prove for sure that you've been dating, and you prove that this wedding that you did, the marriage that you did to get the marriage certificate is legit with the witnesses, then there is no problem. As long as you are confident, you will answer the question well and truthfully, you good to go. You good to go. Yeah, then you good, Dan Mushiri, you good. As long as you can prove you've been dating, you good. What happens, I have a friend who wants to travel if she win the green card, the DV, with the kid without the father of the kid knowing it. They separated from a come stay. Come stay that is not the issue. The issue ni they ask for letter of consent from the father, to know if the father was allowed them to allowed her to go with the kids. Some exes are crazy. They can say they didn't allow you to go with the kids, and the embassy may be thinking you're trying to run away with the kids without the father's knowledge. So know your exes. Know your exes. If your ex is good and they will give you the permission to go with the baby, then you're good to go. Please explain how we are not married but in a serious relationship. Yeah, like I said, you can get married, a marriage certificate, and once you go, you can tell them you have been dating, and you can prove that you have been in the relationship, and you can prove that you go with witnesses, and make sure that you take the photos. If you have photos with you, you take to the interview. You take them photo to the interview, go with the album, the marriage certificate, and explain to them you have been dating, but you decided to officiate that so that you can move to the USA together. Okay, let me know if I have answered your question. Compare Texas, Boston, and Michigan in terms of living costs and jobs. Woo! Boston is expensive. I'm not sure about Michigan. Texas is a little bit good, but it's starting to become expensive because the people from California are now moving to Texas. So they're starting to make the rent to go up. But still, compared to Boston, Texas is a bit cheaper. Now, in terms of payment, Boston pays well than Texas, and that is because the more expensive the state is, the more they pay well. Okay, because the less the state is less expensive, that means they pay just a little, because they want to balance all the states. Yeah, they want to balance. That's the beauty of the USA. No matter where you are from, they always gonna try to balance all the states. Okay, yeah. So me and my son, just the two of us, can we live in a 1-bedroom apartment, or it must be 2-bedroom? Because I hear there is a restriction. Yes, there is a restriction, guys. Every complex is different. They have different roles, but I have seen for four people, I see they say you have to take a 2 bedroom. Yeah, some people wanajificha too. So they will not, yeah. So yeah, but it's good to be truthful. So for for 4 people, it's good to take 4 bedroom. I no, not 4 bedroom, 2 bedroom. Sorry. Yeah. Uh, Dan, did I answer you well? Yes, if you are in a serious relationship, yeah, include them, but make sure before you feel the DS260, you still have time before the interview starts on October. Make sure that you have officiated your relationship to another level, that is to marriage level, so that you can include them. Okay, I hope you are together there. Yeah, you have to write well on the DS260. Okay. Hey guys, it's been 1 hour plus. Whew, you guys are amazing. um yeah, thank you so much, front page. Yeah, it's been amazing, guys. I hope you have enjoyed this session. We will be doing it every weekend, every Saturday, same time. So make sure that you keep your question ready. Hey, 1 bedroom in Texas, it ranges from right now. Let's say the cheapest you can get maybe 850 to around 1,000 US dollars, because right now, due to inflation, the apartment has gone up, like the prices. But when I came to Texas, that is on 2018, the 1 bedroom apartment used to be from uh, six something or to around 830, around the 850. But right now, everything is everywhere. Economy in Kenya, in all the countries in the world, everything is going high. Does KCP certificate matter? No, it does not matter, but you can carry with you just in case. Yeah, you carry all your documents, but they will not ask you. They just need to see your KCSE certification. That is your high school certificate. After you found your visa was misplaced, how did you process another one? I did not process another one. So, guys, to give the background of those people that are new to the channel, when I did interview at the embassy, they lost my documents, and they had checked out that they sent it to DHL already for me to pick up. So when I went to DHL, DHL told me they didn't receive, and I kept going, and they told me they didn't receive. When I emailed the embassy, they said they sent it to DHL. So when I went to headquarters for the DHL, so that's when the manager, they called direct to the higher person in the embassy, and they checked and they recovered that my document was misplaced, and they found them where they had been misplaced, and DHL had to go and pick the document for me and bring it to me. So I waited for the in the office, in the DHL office, that day, the whole day, because I said, sitoki hapa bila my visa. Yeah, so but they didn't have to print it because they found it where they had misplaced it. Okay, I hope I answered your question. Thank you so much for the love, Tekla and Jiro. Hopefully, you will be one of the winner here. Any boot camp that teach around your area. Of course, there is Darwin's. There is a lot of boot camps in Texas. Yeah, so it's all about what you want. Yeah. Yeah, I see we don't have any more questions. Guys, pray. But one thing I can tell you, do not be discouraged no matter the result. I tried 3 years and I failed. I did not get selected. I was selected the 4th year. Okay. This is to tell you never to give up. And no matter the result, there is always next time. But my prayer is for you all to get selected. Yeah. But if you don't get selected, just know that God's time is the best. And some people are just lucky. Others, their times are not alive yet. Okay. In which city do you reside in Dallas? I stay in Addison, Texas, one of the best cities in Dallas. I love it. A quiet neighbor. If I don't get the visa based on the mistake, including my wife, do they keep the record? Yes, they keep the records. I have one video about some people who are denied the visa. Check it out. They check the records, but you know what? You can say that you are not married legally and include them, but you have to be confident that with your answers, you know, you have to be confident. You can say it's a baby mama, you are just having kids, you know, but in whatever you give, you have to provide the evidence and you have to be confident. That is the key. Plano is an awesome place, a rich neighborhood, quiet, green, awesome. It's like Addison. Jay, I hope I answered. Text Plano is good. Addison, Carrollton, a little bit good. What else? But I stayed in Carrollton. It's also good. Yeah, sure. So Addison is expensive. Addison is expensive, but by the grace of God, I got apartment that is a bit cheaper, but right now it's raising. So for the people that will be newcomer in these apartments, they will be paying more. Yeah. Allen is good. Allen, Texas is good. It's close to Plano. So Addison right now for a 2-bedroom, it depends. Let's say from 1,500 US dollars to are between 1,900. But is for me, because the apartment I was lucky, I am paying less. Yeah, welcome to Texas, Eunice. Welcome to Texas. Then we're gonna do another video. I have actually one video I posted this week about the experience for the new person, the first year in the US, how to navigate. Please make sure that you watch that, and then we can have we can dedicate one day and talk about how to the do's and the don'ts to advise the newcomers here. So yeah, I'm gonna make a video on that, or we can have a live session so we can interact. I think I prefer a live session so we can have, let me know guys, comment down below, let me know what you think, to have a live session or to post a video. What do you prefer? Yes, Jocelyn, you can get married after winning the green card. Well, that is messed up, because if they're gonna be able to see your doings, you should have included your wife, because you knew that you have indicated them somewhere, because in any into relationship with that, did you does US have access of your information like that? Do you work with them directly or indirectly? Because they will be able to know about you, about you had a wife but you did not include them, you know. interview Jonito. We would like to hear his story. Yeah, sure. I'm gonna be interviewing him probably this weekend. Me a month secondary teacher. Can I start teaching? Of course, they have a deficit with the teachers. They actually bring in teacher from another country, so you are good to go to start a teaching job in the US. For the single, can you invite your partner in Kenya before you become a citizen? Yes, you can, but they can fail the interview. It's not a guarantee they will pass the interview. Yeah, live session. I feel like live session is gonna be good, so we can interact and talk about. So next Saturday we can talk about the experience for the new people, and you can get to ask me the question. So Dan, be here on Saturday. No. Actually, on Saturday I will not be available. Coming Saturday I will not be available. We can do it probably on Sunday. On Sunday morning. Yeah, because I am going somewhere on Saturday. Talk about marriage. Clinton. Hey, hey, yawa. Hey, unanichekesha. We will do that, Clinton, on Sunday, next Sunday, because this Saturday I will not be here, but we can do it, or we can do it Saturday morning, your time morning. I will see, but I'm gonna schedule it, so be checking on the channel. Yeah, for that we're gonna talk about those single life, everything. Um, yeah. So we're gonna talk about that, Eunice, but I already said answered that question. Yeah, the pay is good. Um, most warehouse are paying $50, 15. Sorry, it's not 50. $15 an hour and above. Amazon right now, I think, is paying $17 an hour. Yeah, every company is different, so you can't generalize. You can just give the range. Hmm. Ah, yeah. Okay, guys, I'm gonna see you next Sunday. See you next Sunday, guys. It was nice talking to you. I'm gonna check on it, Brian, and I'm gonna reply on your DM on Instagram. Yes, you can marry, but that will give you a whole lot of process. Like I told you, some people stay for so many years without getting the fiance visa. So for me, I prefer, like, if you have someone and you know you can prove that you've been together, like, come with them at once, so you help each other start life. And that way it's gonna be easy for the two of you, because two is better than one, guys. Two is better than one. Yeah. So Janet Chologe, we're gonna talk all those things on Sunday. We're gonna, please come with all the question. We've been live for, but Amazon, they have from HR, human resource, to warehouse associate, to machine operators, to forklift drivers. What else? From IT to the manager position, all those kind of information. But we're gonna check on all of them next Sunday. So yeah, come with all the question, and yeah, we're gonna interact. We're gonna get to talk more on that. Okay, guys. Yeah, come with the question on Sunday, and bring all those IT question, every question,
and we will talk on that. We will have a great conversation. Yeah, and guys, please forward my YouTube to your friend so we get to 10,000 subscribers. And yeah, thank you guys. I wish you a wonderful weekend, and I wish you the best as you wait for your result. Keep praying, keep trusting God, and you will all surely succeed. Okay? Thank you and thank you. Bye bye. I have a WhatsApp you I have a WhatsApp group, Domens. DM me on Instagram at Terry Elisefan or Facebook, and I'm gonna add you to the group. I have a WhatsApp group. Anyone else who wanna join the WhatsApp group, DM me on Facebook or Instagram, Terry Elisefan. The first and the second name of my YouTube channel. Okay? Thank you guys. Bye.